The question relates to time management, how you get control of that, because it's a huge, especially Washington, D.C., and the question has to do with people wanting your time, and you want to give your time and share your time. So what do you do to measure that?
Well, first of all, Dana, I will say that this is a very timely issue for me, too. I relate to what you're saying in that I do get a lot of requests, but from all different angles, because when we really started going global, there was almost no limit to the requests I would get. So it'll be from students. It will be from au pair students, because I run a seminar for au pairs. It'll be from our case authors. It'll be from people who just heard about us. It'll be about somebody who just read something. It'll be from social media. It's crazy. And then the press calls, and then you like have to jump, because when they call, you do what they say. And so it's very difficult for me. And the systems that I try to set up into place, I am now in the phase where I have tried to get help in dealing with certain emails. And we have what's called an RSVP file. And so I basically will send it back to myself with RSVP in the subject line. It goes into the RSVP folder. And my assistant and I talk about it every Tuesday and Thursday at 3:30. And so then there's things where I have to personally email back. But if it's somebody who wants a meeting, they want to talk to me, they want a coffee, etc., I want to deal with all of those, because I believe everybody is really important, but I need to deal with them in a way that I'm not just totally ignoring them, because if I just don't have the time. And so I'll have Anna say, please tell me some specific things you need, and sort of handle the back and forth of the communication. Can you describe a little bit more to me what you need? And then I may hook them up with some resources. And then I have also a time slot on Monday from 12 to 2, and sometimes I have it on Friday from 12 to 2, where she can book 15 to 20-minute phone conversations, and she'll just book them in a row and send me the appointment, and it just shows up, and she knows exactly how to do it with like their information, what their question is, and then she gives them my cell number. So I just sit there and receive the phone calls for 2 hours. And I remember a few years ago, I would have thought, this is so preposterous. I would be like, you've got to be kidding me. This is so diva-esque, And now I have to make a call about this, because the folks are so important to me. I don't want to ignore them, but if it's all left to me and the way I traditionally did things, they do get ignored. I fall behind, and then my self-confidence, starts to dip, because responsiveness and being on top of things and connecting with people, that's like my deal, And when it started to slip, I had to come out of denial. Even if it makes me look kind of diva-esque. I'm just like, well, too bad. I'm placing my priority of connecting with these people and getting their questions answered above how it makes me look.
It's really interesting. CEO Chick Chat was actually started because of this exact same conversation. Was having a conversation with Kelly Harmon, who was our very first interview. And she said, I think what I'm going to do, because people always want to have meetings, is I'm going to say, I'm going to be at Los Angeles every Tuesday or once a month, and these are the hours where I will stop by and you can meet with me. And then after that, I kept thinking, and she said, be careful what you ever say to Cynthia, because she'll name it something. I'm like, oh my God, that's like CEO Chick Chat. I mean, just stop in with the CEO. And I thought, oh my God, so I went back to her. I've got this idea. I will never steal an idea without telling you. I'm an honest thief. I will tell you I'm stealing your idea.
Office hours. Yeah. I mean, you say, oh, Professor Frey, what are your office hours? And it reminds me of that.
Really much so. Okay, so we have time for one more question. All right, up here. So you're talking about the mentees. So the question has to do with the mentee's role in the relationship, not the mentor, the mentee. What should the mentee bring to the mentor relationship?
Well, this is a great question, okay? I spoke about this at Wake Forest to their MBA program last year. And I said, wow, this is super clear to me what the answer is, but let's see if it's super clear to them. And I put a multiple choice question on the screen. And I said, in a mentoring relationship, the responsibility for managing the relationship falls on A, the mentor, B, the mentee, C, a combination of both, D, whoever matched us up in our company or whatever. And the answers were all over the place, and I'm like, it's B. It's your responsibility. And And it took a while. Like I could literally see the wheels turning. But see, this is your personal board of advisors. It's like if any of you serve on boards or whatever, like, and you're organizing it, and it's not the board member's responsibility to like call and figure out when the meeting is. It's the organization's responsibility to tell the board members what's going on, right? And oh, can we meet, and can we this, and can we that, and here's the board meeting, and here's where you park, and I'm doing boards do everything short of like rolling out the red carpet and fanning you with a palm leaf. And so basically it is the mentee's responsibility. And this is very tough, and it's a lesson I don't pull any punches about, because there's a generation that I'm educating now, and Generation Y and the millennial, known as being very optimistic, okay? So sometimes this will play out in saying, yes, 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 and then no results are delivered. And I said, you can't do that. You need to say, what is the thing I'm supposed to do? Yes, I will do that. And then you deliver that. There's no room for like optimism there is, but you can see, like, don't confuse the two. Don't confuse your interest and eagerness about something with actual results. And so the idea that they have to manage this and it's all on them and the results are all on them, I give them a template, I tell them exactly what to do. It's very numbers. I think if the mentor reaches out to you, great, bonus, gravy. Don't count on that. So in my personal board of advisors, my mental board, you know what I mean? It's not like they all know they're my mentors and this and that. Every now and then I'll like let the cat out of the bag. I'll be like, I've got these 5 people and you're one of them. But some people I just sort of like, I just kind of start stalking a little bit, you know what I mean? And it starts with a Google alert if I don't know them, because it's in one of my areas, like future of social media or something, right? And if I don't actually hang out with this person, I start getting a Google search delivered to my Google alert, delivered to my inbox.
That is a great thing to do. Any topic, subject, individual,
yeah.
I put an alert out for them. And you should also have a Google alert on your own name.
Yeah, I do that.
Always. You
got to do it for trademarks and stuff, because, we're in a law firm. We might as well say this. A big part of having a trademark is enforcement. And so if you don't enforce it, then your trademark could be at risk. So we did that. I've actually gone to the mat with a couple people over Hot Mamas. But anyway, so I've got 5 people. 2 are very proactive, the mentors. But I view that as gravy. In no way, shape, or form does it change the fact that it's on me and it's in my Outlook reminders, and they're at my table, and I have certain things I want to know for them. And I never fool myself about that. And so that's my party line on mentee-mentor relationships.
So you can have a mentor, and they don't even know that they're your mentor. I like that. But yeah. You can stalk them, and they can be. I think there are some laws and rules regulating that. However, so please,
don't threaten violence.
Don't
ever be a restraining order.
Don't let them walk, and don't let them see you in their kitchen without an invitation. Yeah. So of course, there's
bad. Stay out of the.
Okay, so before we close, where can we find you? Number 1, hotmamasproject.org.
Yeah.
You are a prolific Twitterer.
Oh, God.
Tweeter.
It's a problem.
It is.
It is.
You also are a blogger.
I'm a blogger.
And she writes great blogs. She writes great stuff. I follow everything she does. So Twitter.
Yes, and so here's the Hot Mamas Project cards, which I'll pass out. It says hotmamasproject.org. So I'm Kathy with a K at hotmamasproject.org. And I have my business cards here. But yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm blogging, but you can get to everything through hotmamasproject.org. So I'll pass these around. And then these are also stickers, which so far have only been to our seminar attendees. These are our seminars. So it's really, Sisterhood University, but it's sisterhood with results. It's not sisterhood, sit around and sing Kumbaya. I'll be welcome to do that afterwards. And I also would like to give a couple shout-outs to women-owned businesses. As you may know, I've been drinking out of a Rest in Limousines coffee cup the whole time. Christina Bueri, very amazing supporter of women in business, women in their careers. And then also there's Ada Paula, who runs Alchemy Forever, and she was one of our prize sponsors this year for the Hot Mamas Project. They have this great Swiss skincare line. And so people who publish their Hot Mamas case earlier, we always like to give them little prizes because swag never gets old, right? Am I right? I mean, Sephora has been a sponsor in the past, and so people who publish their case early were entered into a drawing for these kind of prizes. So it's, you know, it's also about fun stuff too. I think you do a good job with the fun stuff, and I could take some notes from you. Like, we've got our case studies and everything like that, but we try to make it fun also.
This has been wonderful. I can't thank you enough. We did not even get much to personal life, which we did a lot of talking. I know a lot of dirt about her. I'm so sorry I didn't get to share it. But it was so important. I think what you had to share today is so important, and I think tuning in, and I encourage every woman here, write your case study. I will do it by one day.
January 31st, 2012.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Actually, I'm following us. Actually meeting with a writer today to talk about writing projects.
Well, there you go.
All right. See? So thank you very much. Next month we will be interviewing Heidi Callett, the CEO of the Dandelion Patch. Fascinating insight into planning strategy for growth in a down economy. Really, I think you'll find it interesting. So I look forward to seeing you. In the following month, I hear I'm on the hot seat.
Woo! I like it.
So we shall see. But we're also always working on other stuff behind the scenes. I thank you very much. This is wonderful.
Thank you.